He actually did it. He actually signed it. I can't believe it. I tell you, in the last 4 years, you guys, if you've watched my other channel On the Mark, you know every time that Trump broke my heart. All in all, I think it was on 3 separate occasions that I hung my head down and said, "Bad Trump." You guys, well, you made me pay for those times. Comment after comment about trust the plan and he knows what he's doing. Mark, don't lose the faith. Don't lose the faith. And sure enough, time and time again, I was proven wrong. I mean, I gotta give it to you. The Trump faithful out there, you were right. On each occasion, somehow, some way, Trump pulls off a beautiful, beautiful recovery. Somehow, it all turned out okay. But on this occasion, I don't see how it does. Am I just faithless? Am I just dumb? Am I missing something? Am I so beaten and battered that I can't see the forest through the trees? Tell me. Explain it to me. Let me know in the comments. If you don't know, Trump signed the omnibus stimulus bill. That monstrosity, well over $1 trillion, handing out $600 checks to every man, woman, and child. When he came out, he said, "I'm not signing this thing." I cheered. Man, I cheered. I ran downstairs and I tapped my wife on the shoulder and I said, "This guy is relentless. This guy's an animal. He's a beast. I love this man. He will not be pressured. He will not be bullied, even in the face of having the election stolen from him, when honestly there isn't much to lose. He can just sign it and be done with it and shrug off. These last few weeks, he's going to fight to the bitter end. He's going to tell them to shove it. We're not paying for Pakistani gender studies." But then he signs the damn thing. He signs the damn thing. Not only does he sign the damn thing, but he insists on raising the check values to $2,000. But I guess it's okay because he also signed it and then sent a strongly worded letter to Congress with some red line vetoes over some areas and the bulk of the pork that he wants removed. God, I wanted him to stay firm on this. I wanted so badly for him to say no. To point the finger directly at Pelosi and Schumer and go, listen, American people, these people are playing with your lives, with your livelihoods, with your ability to feed your family. These monsters, these disgusting animals of the Democrat Party. That Skeletor, heartless, soulless, vampiric cunt of a Pelosi. And that shrill, big-faced piece of human debris, Schumer. They're the ones playing politics with your ability to eat, feed your family, pay your light bill, pay your rent, your mortgage. They're the ones that are forcing my hand, forcing me to keep from giving you the relief you need by shoveling in your tax dollars, your security, your economy, not mine, yours. Handing over hundreds of billions of dollars to foreign nations. Subsidizing states that couldn't get their crap together. States that are folding under the weight of the egomaniacal authoritarian governors. Georgia, you're subsidizing New Jersey's inability to plan. Michigan, you're covering for Newsom and his $4,000 a meal dinners at the French Laundry. And so, I think that would have been a great thing to do. I think it would have been 6 weeks of a constant, unending drumbeat. Democrat voters, progressives, constituents of these people in their cities and their states, pounding them into the ground. Demanding that they give Trump a bill he can sign. Telling him, hey, he's out in 6 weeks. You can pass a big stimulus thing with money for gender studies in 7 weeks. Biden will sign it. He's your freaking puppet. But it's 6 weeks where we need relief. Give him a clean bill. I believe with all of my heart that that would have happened. I know it would have happened. If Trump is on his way out, then he's on his way out. There's absolutely no reason whatsoever for the Democrats not to give him a clean bill if they're sure he's on his way out. Now, maybe I just don't know everything. Maybe he's not on his way out. Maybe he knows something I don't. Maybe he's secure and sure that come January 6th, he's going to be confirmed as reelected, and all of this is for naught. Maybe this is just a what the hell moment, you know? Money isn't worth anything anyway. What's the difference? Another trillion here, another trillion there. The money doesn't exist. We're not far away from the day when the rest of the world says, we don't want to use the dollar anymore. This thing isn't worth the paper it's printed on. It's not worth the RAM required to count the ones and zeros. Maybe that's the deal. Maybe it's a matter of, well, in my next 4 years, we'll fix this mess. And if that's the case, I'll come back like I've done time and time again. I'll come back and I'll say I was wrong. And I'll eat crow happily. It's amazing what being married with a whole bunch of kids will do. It opens you up to the acceptance of the fact that sometimes you're wrong and sometimes you just need to say, hey, I didn't see that one. Sorry. Man, do I want to come back and say that. It is the desire of my heart to come back on and say, man, was I wrong. Trump is an unstoppable force. He is incredible. He was right all along. Signing this stimulus bill was the right thing to do, as it turns out. I'm an idiot. Pardon my idiocy. I don't even understand why you listen to me. Maybe that's the talk we'll have then. God willing, it is. But as things are right now, I feel let down. I really do. Sad. I fantasized about Pelosi losing her speaker position just from the utter rage that's built up as day after day this stimulus bill went unsigned. And don't think that we don't see you, Mitch McConnell, Bitch McConnell, as you are now and forevermore going to be called. Standing there with his gizzard all aflutter. Well, we thank the president for signing the stimulus bill. You thank him. You thank him. I'm willing to bet you didn't give him much choice. As you ran for cover to bury your face right between the ass cheeks of Kamala Harris and Joe Biden. What a disgusting swamp creature. Kentucky, wake up. Wake up. Your vaunted, elevated leader is nothing but a crony, old school GOP windbag. I'll admit, I thought we were making a dent. Maybe it's some more of that naivete. I really did think we were making a dent. I saw what the Tea Party did, 10, 12 years ago to the Republican Party. I watched Lindsey Graham go from Lindsey Grahamnesty, working hard to hand amnesty to the then counted as 10 million illegals. Now we know it's closer to 30 million. I watched him go from that to the lion, Lindsey Graham, the hot take king, the soundbite master, the chastiser of the power-hungry elite in government. And then with Trump, I saw these guys double down. It's almost like their balls dropped all of a sudden. Mitch McConnell was out there poning the libs, just slam dunking in the face of Pelosi, session after session. I said, man, we turned this thing around. Trumpism is a thing. The GOP has now learned that the coalition that is available to them, the constituency that is just ripe for the picking, is huge, is undaunted in the face of a media that would dox them and would cancel them, in the face of a corporate structure that would refuse to hire them and allow for them to do for their family, in the face of big tech that would delete their accounts and would censor them relentlessly. In the face of all of that, you've got 75 to 80 million voters that will run, they will crawl, they would dig through a mile-high snow or walk through miles of parched desert, whatever it took to get to that poll and to vote for a Trumpian candidate. But that's not what's going on. They haven't learned that. What's more, they hate that. They don't want to be tied in with the deplorables. Even if the deplorables can secure victories for them from here till forever, they want nothing to do with it. Mitch McConnell looks down the length of his gobbling neck at the plebs below, and the thought that he needs to placate them, the notion that in some way he's supposed to act in service of these people, this unwashed mass, disgust him. He's appalled at the idea that he would have to bend or bow or in any way placate the wants and needs of this group of people, no matter how big they are, no matter how secure their vote. These people aren't our leaders. They're not going to change. They're not looking to serve. Serve. Nah. They're no different. Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer are no different than Mitch McConnell and Lindsey Graham. They're all the same trash. They're all the same guillotine fodder as far as I'm concerned. Worthless. Self-serving. Selfish. Power-hungry. Dictatorial. I'm going to read some chats here, and then I'm off to have some dinner. Whoa! MGTOW, what's up, man? Dude, don't get emotional. Keep the faith. Trump hasn't lost yet. I know the bill. No matter what, most important he has done was awaken many of us. Amen to that. I can't take that away, and I'm not taking anything away from Trump. Ultimately, nothing like Trump in my lifetime. He's changed. He's changed how politics is done for us on our side. He's pushed us more towards an America first. He's given us permission, which is critical, to say F you and the compromise. There are non-negotiables. There is such a thing as a non-negotiable. And in my country, on this land, we're going to fight for those come hell or high water. And we got to be grateful to Trump for that, because while many of us believed it and thought it and felt it, too many of us were afraid to grab a hold of it. And I think Trump has given grand permission for that. So 100% I'm with you there. Everything has a plan. I'm hearing things that there's something else going on with all this debt. We might just give him a middle finger to the central bank. They stole our tax dollars. Maybe he will say, we don't owe you anything. Go back to sound money. Keep the faith. So what you're saying is that maybe the idea here is, let's go ahead and spend into oblivion and then default. It's actually not a bad plan if you think about it. He spent the last 4 years pushing to bring back manufacturing, for us to manage all of our own medicine creation and development, make us self-sufficient, self-sustained, grow our military, which you got to do if you're going to turn your back on countless countries. Maybe. Is that the plan? Keep us all afloat and then say, well, guys, it's been fun. I hope you guys make it. But we're going to take care of number one for a while. We can start up and ramp up trade deals and do what we have to do later. But for now, it's America first, second, third, fourth, 187th. If you really need us, give me a call. But beyond a cup of sugar, I think you're screwed. Is that the plan? If it is, I'm all for it. If it is, I actually like it. Hell, I get the idea. I get why he would go off and say, hey, you know what, 600, no, 2,000. 2,000 minimum. Why not, right? If you're just going to go ahead and ramrod the central bank after all of this is said and done, get what you can. I like it. Back to the gold standard. He's going to remove the central bank. Central bank is the corruption. Central bank funds corruption. Don't lose faith. Well, you just helped me. MGTOW, you just filled me with a sense of optimism that has been missing for the last few days, and I'm grateful to you. I really am. I really, really am. We're all in the same boat. We must support each other. We have to remove the central bank, fix the problem. Central bank creates slavery with debt and taxes for Americans. It's modern day slavery. We work to pay our debt. I bought guns, 6 of them. I will not go quietly. Built our country with central bank. They took it all away. That's what I hear. Well, MGTOW, I'm grateful to you, my friend. I really am. I really, really am. You've honestly, you've changed my whole outlook on this whole thing, and that's why I do this. Honestly, this is a great community, nice and tight, and man, some of the smartest people I know through the comment section. Well, I'm off. I'm grateful to MGTOW and everybody who joined the stream. As usual, please share the stream and share the channel and help me get to 1,000 subscribers as fast as possible. With that, we'll be able to do some real damage moving forward. But for now, take it easy. Good night. Promise not to give up on the president. I'll catch you all in the next one.